Arcade Online Race Match. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin.
Let me have
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Those aren't working here. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Fireball from very long range. What's next? Caught in the cross-up. All right, what's coming up next? Hold your breath. Digs in deep to get that drive in. And wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Checks them with the projectile. Cool gained control of the match in the early going. They were right to be on guard there. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. A quick breather. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 might have just shifted the crowns him from above. Throws him. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Close range project burns out. A lot of pressure building up here. Baron drops them. Close drive rush. In attack range. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Forward rush. Player 1 closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing.
Sangya. comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Show me everything you have.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
I am almighty.
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. The neutral game is much harder to control without a full drive gauge, so they'll be looking to fill it back up. What are they thinking? Hold your breath! Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Not shy with the grab. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Like gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Super Art's on deck, uses the gauge for a Super Art. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Their will to win is really being tested here. This is there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need.
Wrestling is unstoppable.
Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Reach out and hug them. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Pokes with a kick. Shoots their shot. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen.
Real win.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shows the medium kick. The super armor does its job. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Starts with a jump in. Reads them. The jump in is denied. No more drive gauge. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? From up above. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. At this range, many have hit them with a stop and bop. Jumps. Ooh. Player 1, good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Going in. Player 1 has the deck perfect KO. They were in full control there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Manages to block the jump-in attack. The low. This is gonna hurt. Cross that off. There's a drive impact. Plenty of health. Full more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 and whiffs. They're over in a flash. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Show me everything you have. Missiles. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. That barely connected, but it still counts. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Deftly shuts out the jump-in. Goes for the command grab. Will that drive impact get punished? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Knockdown. The jump-in is denied. Long low attack hits. Reads their mind and texts a throw, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Will they try to finish the round with a drive move? Anything could happen here. A little too brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Target, what a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, got too eager. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Holds out with the block. Allows them to negate the block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Super on depth for both fighters. Expect to see some experiencing burnout. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a just goes for it at this range. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Your retreat has stopped.
Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Not much life difference. Drive usage is back on the table. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Zankuhado. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something, looking to plant them with a pile gun. Not much life left, but their drive use tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. A projectile to say, get off of me. Excellent block. Fights back with authority. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Jumps, clutch, anti-air. Knocks them out of the air. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What? Gotta do better than that. Anti-air in the clutch. Flatlines up. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is gonna hurt. Crushes that off and keeps going. Target locked and scoop. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Looking for a hold. Barely blocked. Crowns them from above. Player one can't trust that off. Nothing but air. Demon raid now? Close range projectile. Player one has got to work. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Anti-air in the clutch. Player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Carries them all the way to the pumps, the brakes on the impact. Jumps. Big time whip. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill. That was catch as can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Come upstairs. Sticks the combo. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Who's going to break the silence first? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. There's still lots of time in this round. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Well-timed command throw there. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Feeling out the spacing. A little too greedy there. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The low doesn't connect. Time's the only thing moving here. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Decides to meet them in the air. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. The round comes to a close. They barely escaped that. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Slips the grab. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Is this super art the start of something? Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Grabs and throws them away. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Blocks the impact. Jumps? Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? A super art? Click, just goes for it at this range. A quick breather. Player two will need to use their meter here wisely. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Are we KO? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Excellent damage on that. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Target lock and scoop. What now? Their spacing is solid anti-air. Okay, nobody blink. Close range projectile. Meets them air to air. This can lead to some big damage. Amazing. Jump tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Oh, the throw connects. A jump and nothing stops this train. Meets and whiffs. They're wide open. Player one walls flat into the guard break. Jump drops them from the air. Player one can't hit the drive. What are they gonna do? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? A jump knocked them out of the air. Player two is in a very dumps them. Player two clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way.
Chin. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Sticks the jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Zones with the fireball. Hits them with a stopping box. Player one will burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gets the jump in, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Side switch in the corner. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Dives in with cool face. Gotta do better than that. Player two can't use any drive. This can lead to some big damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Like going on the offensive? Player one is what a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? What an opening statement there. Jumps and hits them with a stopping block. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Good presence of mind. Drive rush. Smart play, triggering pocket block. Player took in with the crosser. Okay, here we go. Holy! Nothing stops this train. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Deadly implication hit, and now their health is slipping away. A real test of nerves here. Who will set the bait at this rate? Ooh, what a smart throw. Ugh, take us. This is gonna hurt. Player one can't use any and whips. They're wide open. Ooh, does them dirty. They are done. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Close range projectile. Knocked them out of the air. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Difficult situation down to the wire. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Grabs them, takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. They were right to be on guard there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Looking for a chance. Each hit is so important here. A quick breather, a super art? That's not in there. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two chases them down. Both fighters brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dashing. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. This may be it. Now, can they finish the job? Player two is working with a better digs in deep to get that drive in. Player two, oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Connects with the throw. This can lead to some big damage. A real test of nerves here. Dives in with cool faith. Oh, yo, raw super hits. Now they can use drive. Doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open knocks him out of the air. Barely blocks the jump in. Tries to mitigate their movement with Orchid Spring. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Okay, nobody blink. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. All the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Grabs and connects with the throw. Anti-air in the clutch. Nightshade incoming. Great spin.
Hold still now.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
My magnum opus! Did that sting?
They gotta go. What are they gonna do? Wow, Sandwich weaves into impact to finish. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and...
Now, find a new rival.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile.
Gotcha!
Gets the counter in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Oh! Good anti-air. Weighs on the pressure with the projectile. Sticks the jump in. Taking stock. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? That drive impact doesn't get through. Checks them with the projectile. Plenty of space between the fighters. What would be their approach? Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throw connects and does big damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Pops them with a shoulder, a quick breather. Player 2 will meet experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Going in. Throw escape. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably, an overhead attack. Bring in the heat. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nails the anti-air. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Grabs them. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. This is a tough spot. Checks them with the projectile. Their life is looking KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Slips the grab. Throws them to negate the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Yo, put that away. What'll happen here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Both fighters planning something? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Quick dash it. Burnout activates. Knockdown, and that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Impact squashed. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Not so fast.
Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Flatline zone.
Yeah!
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Checking with the fireball. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Both fighters are raring to go. So, what's next? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter.
Bring in the heat!
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Good presence of mind to pull the... Knocked him out of the air. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick.
Come here!
Dragon Lash. Oh, they changed sides. Flatline zone. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you! Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Let's get it!
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Checks with the projectile. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 in trouble. Just goes for it at this range. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Reacts to the throw. Gets the jump in. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws a fireball. Jumps.
Eye on the prize.
Smart play with the throw. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Both there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Oh, putting the cherry on top. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? The projectile hits! Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The low! It's good decision with that throw. Hits him with a stopping block. Looking to follow up after that part, turning it right up with a super. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Bet that hurt.
Super! That was anti-air in the clutch. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player two is and whipped. You're wide open. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. You need guts to pull that off.
How'd I lose?
That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Doesn't miss a beat. Smart play with the throw. Combo with the target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Knockdown. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws them to negate the block. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Oh, says no to the impact. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters planning something?
The sweet spot.
Player two needs to use the brush that off and keep going. Closes the gap. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Side switch in the corner. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive in there. Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws him. What's next? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Next up, on dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Throws him down. Knockdown. Player two chases them down. Big low reaching heavy. The throw misses. Taking stock. Gets the knockdown. Nice counter. Life lead gets him. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They're jostling. Yo, put that away. Still slugging it out at this range. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters planning something? Jinrai bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that.
This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Big opportunity now in this corner. Side switch in the corner. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Ready. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt as their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Uh-oh, falls short. Very solid corner switch. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2, this is a huge chance to make a feel. Oh, burnout on both sides? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Blade kick to smother it. They need to rely on the in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sure you can? Shoots off a fireball up close. Jumps? Feeling out the spacing. Hold your breath. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's a good spot to use the super. Big anime vibe at the period's end. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters planning something? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Genius read. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Hit them with a stop and pop. Quick dashing. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Anticipated that throw. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player perfect tech. How did they read that throw? Genius read with that throw escape. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. They gotta dig down lifting. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. How's this? This can lead to some big damage. Excellent block. The drive impact doesn't work. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 can't use super art to show up what our PhD and fighters can do for you. Oh, now let me hear you say it. Shin Ryu, Red Pop. Both sides getting ready. Oh, yo, raw super here. Jinrai? Amazing. Any throw whip, gotta do better than that. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in the fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Show hits them with a stop and pop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. All right. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, easy tech. Both players with no drive in the tank. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Combo with the target combo. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive ult. Both fighters planning something? Ooh, snap kick sends them spinning. Player 2 burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Finds the target. The throw missed. Oh my god, what a throw tech! Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within... No! Stunned off the wall! Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Throws them. Big throws. Hits them with a stopping block. Target combo into... Going in. Player 1 needs it all in with a rush. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Make smart use of the game. Good super. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They exchange blows. Blocks the impact. They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Decides to go in with the target combo. Trips them up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can't tech the throw? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Player 1 goes for the super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Closing most experiencing burnout. In there! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
How's this?
Manages to block the jump. Hits them with a stopping block. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? In the corner. That's a big carry. Box him with a target. Looking to impress with this super. Now, can they finish the job? Breaks the block with a throw. Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Throws a fireball. One chance here may end this match. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? The engagement here went for the chip kill. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a fireball. Zankuhado. Smart play with the throw. Hits him with a stopping block. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Holy! With super bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. What's next? Player 2. Maybe it bears a burnout. All the throw connects. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Connects with the throw. Knocked him out of the air. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF jump. Oh, hits the critical art. They got to bust out the programmers, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. This is a critical moment. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. From above with the guillotine. No one could have called that. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you! Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws him. What's next? What are they thinking here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Next up.
How's this?
From up above. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
How's this?
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Gets them with the anti-air. Smart play with the throw. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 in. This is gonna be bad news. Knockdown and this can lead to some big damage. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Still alive. Still alive. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Back throw for the side switch. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throw whips. There's a corner switch. Definitely saw that counter coming. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Taking stock. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Takes a goes for the super art. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Brushes that off and keeps going. Checks him with the projectile. Gets him with the anti-air. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Still slugging it out. Uses the gauge for a super art. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Ooh, there's a side switch. Good decision with that throw. Going in? Risky up-close scrap still going. Noticeable luck hits that with confidence. Player 2, and yo, rock super hit. This is a critical moment. How did they read that throw? Looking for the jackhammer. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Somehow low heavy. Risky play, but it pays off. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fire. Anticipated that throw. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Throws him. Grabs and throws him away. Nothing stops this train. Jumps, crowns him from above. Dragon Blast. Cashes out on a Shifu Jinrai. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. The drive impact doesn't work. Solid anti-air. Impact squashed. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides draw super art incoming. Excellent read. What were they thinking? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Doesn't tech the throw. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Counter hit throw there. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The impact gets blocked. Jump in finds the mark. All right, the fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Throws them down. What are they thinking here? Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. No good up high. Still in a bind, but escapes the throw. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Checks him with the projectile. Down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. 3-volt ices him. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Got their eye on the air. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Hits him with a stop and bomb. Dashes forward. 3-volt ices him. A quick breather. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Blocks the impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is dominating this match. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Going in? Player 2 will look KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. The super armor does its job. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Opts for the throw. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. The impact gets blocked. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. 3-volt ices them. How's this? Player 1 chases, closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but they're down to the wire. They will gain control of the match in the early going. 3-volt? Lots of life to play with, and full SA meters. What will they do? A quick breather. Anti-air drop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that.
The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Sneaks in above. Side switch and the overhead denied. Anti-air KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it flip. Excellent block. Breaks the connects with the throw. Reads the throw and escapes. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Expect the overhead denied. What are they gonna do? Links it. The throw doesn't shrugs that off. They push their way out of the corner. Gotta do better than that. All the throw connects. Both avoiding the wall like a crowns them from above. Sure do. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Oh man, this is a scary range.
How's this?
Sticks out a kick. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Guess it's a perfect fireball range. Both sides getting ready. A jump in with the crossbar. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSF gummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Strikes back with the drive impact. Player 1 with the life lead. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Was looking for that jump attack. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Picks the drive reversal. Checks him with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Hold your breath. Player, this is gonna be bad news. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Oh, easy tag. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They decide to hang back and you think goes for the super art? A quick breather. The engagement here will have a cube. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Earlier, we saw a nice comeback with some very tough mental fortitude on display. You know the opponent isn't going to forget that. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Okay, creating some space here. Sticks the jump in. Player Shiku Hadouken. Knockdown and... Player 2 will need to hit them with a stop and bop. How's this? Medium kick hit. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Throws them to negate the block. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. The combo's there. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. The jump-in is denied. Oh! Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They trade hits, and now
Not good enough.
opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Projectile to try and change the situation. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Looking to impress with this super. A quick breather. Very difficult to use drive here. How will both fighters cope? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious. Just goes for it at this range. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh, let's go. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This is gonna hurt. Medium kick. Are they going to be able to come back? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Dragon Lash. Excellent deck throws him. Smart play with the throw. Flashes it. What a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. A jump in? Drive this back misses. There's the counter we wanted. Risky up close, but hits him with a stopping bomb. This Dragon Lash flame could be big. Both sides getting connects with the throw. Cross super hard incoming. What were they thinking? The Dragon Lash super hits home. Medium kick into. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Shakes things up with a fireball. Nothing stops this train.
How's this?
The pace quickens up. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 punish counter on the action. Dragon Lash burns out. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This is it. The jump, are you kidding me? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick hits. Goes for the jump in. Very slick with the combo. Player 2 has the life advantage. Sees it coming and blocks it out. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Checks with the projectile. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Oh, burnout on both sides? Knockdown. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. At this range, many attacks can connect. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. All right, what's coming up next? Brushes that off and keeps going. Throws out a projectile. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Sneaks in above. Both fighters, they were right to be on guard there. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Not much movement. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Starts with a jump in. Opts for the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, says no to the impact. Pops him with a shoryu. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. That drive impact is blocked. Time's the only thing moving here. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1, rising uppercut. Smart play with the throw. Then hits him with a stop and pop. G-right kick for a mix-up. Throws a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Grabs and throws him away. Both fighters planning something? Flashes him. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Break through with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
How's this?
Connects with the throw. Player 1, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. This is gonna hurt. Turning it right up with the super. Player 1 needs to wait this out. This is betting it all on the drive rush. Amazing. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Player 1 can't let this simmer. It burns out. All the throw connects. What now? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides. Oh my God, what a super. Cashes out on a Shippujinrai. Ugh, take a seat. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gotta do better than that. Jumps in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Grabs them. All right. Combo with the target combo. Sticks the combo. Knockdown. Gets him. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. What a reaction to go air to air. Zones with the fireball. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use the... It's a good spot to use the super. Player one needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Life lead is the throw is denied. Rising uppercut. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Throws them. Oh, here we go. Even the slightest hit may F and whiffs. They're wide open. Gotta do better than that. A real test of nerves here. Whoa, critical art now? Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Where you going?
Oh, the throw connects. Big opportunity coming. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Close range projectile goes all in with the uppercut. Our fighters are at a standstill. What? Oh my God! What a throw tech! Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Impact squat. Doing some quick planning. A jump in? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Okay, here we go. They push the drive rush. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Hitting it all on the drive rush. Throws them. Amazing. Both avoiding the forward rush. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? The drive impact doesn't work. Nice fireball. And whip. They're wide open. What were they thinking? Closes it out. That was catch 10 as you're gonna get in a fight.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Opts for the throw. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Knockdown. Responds to the jump with one of their own. Just hold your breath. Player 2 chases them down. What a clutch side twitch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. The super armor does its job. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Oh! Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, but wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Tom beats it up with a combo into super. How's this round? Hits him with a stop and bop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Sonic Hurricane! Great coverage, solid choice. Anti-air drops them. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jump somersault kick stops them cold. Player 1 untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The grab misses. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 can't let their... And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Will that super be the turning point? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 creates a good KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sonic Boom. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stop and bop. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Risky up close scrap still going. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Denies the jump in. Blocks the impact. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Both fight experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. Just brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activated. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Will this be enough to kill? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good anti-air. The impact gets blocked. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The grab miss heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Flashes, experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
How's this?
Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. They must have a game plan here. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Flashes them. Side switch. Oh my god, they just choked it up. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1, what a read with that anti-air. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. Blocks the impact. Both fighters are raring to go. So, what's next? A jump? Reads the throw and escapes. What are they gonna do? A super art to show them what a PhD in fighter can do for you. What now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Okay, here we perfectly execute. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Gets the cross up. What are they thinking here? Player 1 has the life lead. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Knockdown. Grabs them. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Misses the drive impact. Combo with the target combo. All right, springs forward with a drive rush. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Not having the crossover. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player experiencing burnout. A super art? They were not cleared for takeoff.
One more.
Player 1 with a big first-round pickup. Can they close it out?
How's this?
Jumps? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Connects with medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. This is gonna be bad news. Going in, player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive there. Jumps in. You've gotta be springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters have a full super move. Hits them with a stop and bop.
Bring in the heat.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Impact squash! A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Had the radar up and running. Starts off zoning with fireballs. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Brushes off the impact. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Box him with a target combo. Heats it up with a combo into super. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How's this? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets the counter hit throw. Uses the target combo as a filler. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Going in. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes with a safe stuff with that target combo. Jump and whiff! They're wide open! Super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you!
It's time to train.
The Getsuga Saiho hits! We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes! Both sides getting ready! A single hit will do it! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player crashes out the cage right there! This is gonna kill! No doubt about it!
Sit down and shut up!
Flatline zone!
Yeah!
Final round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Get them with the anti-air. Sure you can? What'll happen here? Even fishing to get meter is risky in this game and may affect how they approach the neutral. Oh my god, they just choked it up! They are not getting close to each other. Forward rush. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Anti-air in the clutch. Overdrive arrow kick. Amazing. Changes the pace with the fireball. A jump and whip. They're wide open. Both getting it all on the drive rush. Drive attack misses. Free flow strikes. Nothing stops this train. Quick dash. Oh, they changed side. Connects with the throw. Jumps. Throws them. What now? What a statement with that fireball. What are they gonna do? Medium kick. Closes in. That was a magical shot. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.